LevelUpActionKits.com.
Hey guys, today I want to go over the action stunt fight scene with you. We're going to go over both parts, and I'm going to start by going over the good guy part first. Now, before you teach your students this, you're going to work with them on how to do the front break fall for stunt falling and stunt reactions. And instead of having me teach it, we're going to have Nate Hitpass, who is a stunt double that's been in the Injustice video games, Captain America Civil War, Divergent, whole bunch of stuff. So I'm going to let him take over how to explain to teach the front break fall. That was weird.
Hello, my name is Nate, and I've been a martial artist and screen fighter for a while now. So what I'm going to do is give you guys a quick run through of some basic falls, reactions, and a little bit of choreography to give you a quick glimpse into what it's like fighting for the camera. So let's jump in. Onto front fall. So, a couple of the same basic principles apply. You want to be even with the ground when you're falling. You want to shoot your hips back, just like you saw in the video example. Hips go back. So that way when you hit the ground, you're breaking. With the palms of the hands, your body's even, you're hitting everything generally at the same time. Not leading one way or the other. Boom. Nice and simple.
So once you teach your students how to do the fall, next we're going to go ahead and teach them the moves and the combo. So this is what I recommend doing. Split your class into two separate groups. Have half be the good guy, half be the bad guy. And have one instructor working with each group, teaching them in front where they're following along with the instructor. I also recommend any guests or friends that you have at the parents' night out, have them learn the good guy part because there's less kicks in that, so it's less for them to learn. And of course, split the groups up as evenly as possible, so that way after each half of the group learns their part, they can come together, find a partner, and start practicing it with their partner. So we're gonna go and start by going over the good guy part of the fight scene first. So, good guy's gonna start right foot forward, and I'll do it towards the camera first, and then I'll do it facing this way so you can follow along. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna block our head because there's gonna be a round kick coming at it. So we're just gonna bring our right hand up to block here to stop the round kick. From here, we're gonna come down, left foot's gonna step. We're gonna do a right punch forward. The hand's gonna get pushed out of the way a little bit, and then we're gonna have a haymaker coming at our face. So when the haymaker comes, we're gonna duck, step, and turn. So now we have a left foot forward. From here, the bad guy's doing a front kick at us. So we're gonna step back, block with both hands down. Then we're gonna have a round kick coming at us. We're gonna left block with our left hands to block the round kick. And then we're gonna do a right round kick to finish the fight scene here. And then we're gonna hit our fighting pose afterwards. Next, try it with me. So we're gonna do it together facing this way. So the good guy starts right foot forward, hands are up. So we're gonna block the round kick with our right hand. Hands come down, step forward with the left. Right hand's gonna punch. It's gonna get pushed down. Haymaker comes at our face. We're gonna go ahead and duck down, step under, turn. So now the left foot is forward. From here, the front kick comes at us. So we're gonna go ahead and bring both hands down, block the front kick. Left hand blocks the round kick. And we finish it, round kick to the gut. And then our partners, the bad guys, gonna do that front break fall. And then we're gonna hit our pose afterwards. So next, let's go over the bad guys part. So the bad guy's gonna start with their left foot forward. So when you do this, and you're actually filming the class, you wanna film it so the bad guy's here, good guy's here, and their body is open to the camera so that way whoever's watching can see all the techniques. So bad guy has left foot forward, hands are up, they're gonna do a step up round kick with their left leg. So they go step up, high round kick, and down. From here, they have a punch coming at them, so they're gonna do a little slide back, block with the left, big haymaker with the right. As they haymaker, the right foot's gonna step through. So we're gonna haymaker, step through, turn all the way around, and we come back with our left foot back. From here, we're gonna go left front kick. It's gonna be about waist high. Point your toes so that way your toes don't hit your partner's hand. They're gonna do a right round kick toward the side of the good guy. And then from here, we're going to take the kick for the break fall, so we'll get kicked, fall, and then once we fall, we're going to break so it looks like we actually got hit. And that'll be the end. So go ahead and follow along with me this time, facing this way. We're going to have left foot forward, hands up. So we go step up, ground kick, down. Then we get punched at. So we slide back, block with the left. Haymaker with the right, step with the right at the same time. Person goes under our arm. We swing through, and we turn all the way around. So the right foot is forward. From here, we're gonna go left front kick. We're gonna point your toes, right round kick. And then we're gonna get kicked in the gut and do the break fall. And that's the end. Once both groups have their part down, you're gonna bring them together and have them work on it with each other, working on getting the reactions to work at the same time and work on the timing, so that way they're going nice and slow, of course, with it first, but that way there's no chance of them hitting each other. Once they start to get it, you're gonna have them increase the speed a little bit, and then the final part of it is actually using the action music to go along with it, where you hear the director talking and there's sound effects that go along with each move in the fight scene. So here's what it looks like when it's the final product of both the good guy and the bad guy fighting with the music. Check it out. Rolling. Action.